12th standard mathematics class. So in the last class we have seen the topic subdivisions 3.4, 3.5 and we have completed the exercise 3.2 itself. Okay. Now we are going to continue the chapter 3, that is 3.6. The subdivision is roots of higher degree polynomials. So we have seen the nature of the roots, nature of the coefficients of the polynomials. Now this is about the roots of higher degree polynomials like degree 5, degree 6 and up to x and etc. So they have given some theory parts in this subdivision. What's that is, if p of x is equal to 0 is a polynomial, then what we say the roots, that is roots is also called as, roots of this polynomial is also called as 0. We can call it as also 0. Then how, what will we say the solution when we solve this? The thing that we are obtaining is also called as solution. What we obtain? We obtain the roots itself, right? Therefore, theoretically we can say these two terms or terminologies are equal. That is, we can say it as solution or roots or zeros. So, if they are asking us to verify the roots of the equation of this polynomial, what we will do? We will substitute the roots in this equation. If the equation, if this polynomial gets cancelled or gets equalized equal to 0, then this, we can tell completely that these are the some given terms are the roots of the polynomial equation. Okay. And then they have also given some important term, that is radical solution. What is radical solution? Radical solution, it is an important term that I have given in this subdivision. What is radical solution? A solution of a polynomial p of x is equal to 0 which contains coefficients of the given polynomials and the arithmetic operations that is only the basic arithmetic operations, that is plus, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, with these 4 things alone. And then the next thing is rational exponentiation. What are the rational exponentiation? For example, square root, cubic root or some square, cube, etc. These are all called as the rational exponentiations. With these 3, if a solution is formed for a polynomial equation, then we can say that solution is a radical solution. They have formed some results on solving higher degree polynomial. What are they? These are very important. They may ask you in 1 mark questions. Okay. So first thing is, every polynomial is continuous. From capital R to R. That is, every polynomial has its both domain and codomain in R and it will be a continuous function. Okay. Then next thing is, for a polynomial equation p of x is equal to 0 of even degree. The important thing that should be noted here is it should be of even degree. Suppose the degree of the polynomial is 2, 4, 6, etc. If that means the polynomial p of x tends to plus or minus infinity. That is, when we draw the polynomial in a graph, the starting should be in the left top and the ending should be in the right top, like this. It should be like this, anyway, but the starting should be in the left top and the ending should be in the right top. This is the next important point they have given. The next point, every polynomial is differentiable to any number of times. We can differentiate any number of any polynomial to any number of times. Okay. So the next thing is the real roots of a polynomial are the points in the x-axis, points of x-axis. Okay, the given is if we have some real root for a polynomial equation, the real root definitely will be the point of the x-axis. That is, when we draw the polynomials graph in a graph, the equation, so the real root will be the point where the equation meets the x-axis. So the last thing they have given is, this is an important term, if a and b are the roots of a given polynomial, p of x is equal to 0. Therefore, what we get? P of a and p of b we get, right? If these two are of opposite signs, then we have an element, 6 continued here, we have an element called C where this will be in real 9. That means the number will be a real number where P of C becomes 0. See, we have seen that if there are two real roots, then P of A and P of B will be of opposite sign, then the real number that will be in a real line where P of C is equal to 0. But the main thing that should be noted is there will not be only one term. There will be many terms, there may be many terms, but the number of terms should be number of terms existing between A and B should be odd. That is, there may be C or C, D, E or C, D, E, F, G, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. But the number of terms existing should be only in odd numbers. Okay. Now, let us move on to the next subdivision. See, this subdivision 3.6 is full of theory. It may be useful for understanding the next sums or next subdivisions. Okay, so get on it clearly. And the next thing is 3.7, that is polynomial with additional information. With additional information. See, we have solved the many polynomials in the last chapters or last subdivisions. See, in this subdivision, the coming up subdivisions, what we are going to do? ஒரு polynomial கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க, அந்த polynomialக்கு ஒரு extra information இருக்கும். அந்த information வச்சு how we are going to solve. That's the thing that we are going to see in this subdivision. See, in the next itself they have given an example 3.50. What they are given in it is, if 2 plus I and 3 minus root 2 are roots of the equation. What is the equation they are given? 6x minus 13x power 5 plus 62x power 4 minus 122x cube plus 65x square plus 127x minus 140 equal to 0. Find all roots. All roots. They are given a higher degree polynomial equation. So the degree of this equation is 6. They have given two roots itself. So since the coefficients of these higher degree polynomials is all rational, we can get another two roots. So if 2 plus I is the root, again 2 minus I will also be the root. We have seen this type of terms in this type of finding roots in the last class, and if 3 minus root 2 is the root, then 3 plus root 2 will also the other root. From this we can find the factor, right? The factor of this both is x minus 2 plus I, and this is x minus 2 minus I, and this two factor is x minus 3 minus root 2, and the factor here is x minus of 3 plus root 2. Okay, so now we are going to multiply this. If we multiply this, we get here one factor and here one factor, Again we can multiply these two, we will get an factor. From this factor we are going to divide this. So we will use the long division method, then we can find the other two roots. See here it is the degree 6. Therefore here we already got 4 roots. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here we already got 4 roots. The remaining only 2 roots we have to get. Now let us multiply this. This term becomes x minus 2 minus I and x minus 2 plus I. Okay. On multiplying this, what we get? See, x square. Okay. First multiply with x. Minus 2x plus ix minus 2x. Minus into minus is plus. 2 is 4. Minus 2 into plus I is minus 2i. And again with minus I we have to multiply this. Minus ix. Minus I into minus 2 is plus 2i. Minus into plus is minus I square. I square's value is minus 1. Therefore minus into minus 1 is plus 1. We have to cancel the terms here. See here x square comes as it is. X square. See minus 2x. Here it is minus 2x minus 4x plus ix. These terms are we have written plus ix, and here it is minus, and this term gets cancelled. Here it is 4 and here it is 5. See this term minus 2i and plus 2i gets cancelled. Minus 4 and plus 4 and plus 1, it is plus 5. Okay, we have find one factor. Now we are going to multiply this. So on multiplying the minus inside, minus 3, and here it becomes plus root 2. X with these terms, x square minus x into minus 3 is minus 3x, x into minus root 2 is minus root 2x, minus 3 into x is minus 3x, minus 3 into minus 3 plus 9, minus into minus plus 3 root 2, and then multiply plus root 2 into these terms. So plus root 2x, and then this term into this term minus 3 root 2. So minus into minus. So minus into plus, minus root 2 into root 2, it becomes 2. So okay. Now we solve this. See x square term comes as it is. Then minus 3x minus 3x. Here it is minus 6x. Okay. We have written this. See here it is minus root 2x. Here it is plus 2x. This term gets cancelled. Here it is plus 3 root 2. Here it is minus 3 root 2. This term gets cancelled. And plus 9 minus 2. This is plus 7. The thing we have got here is, here we have got one factor and here we got another factor. Now we are going to multiply this. See, I have multiplied here. This is the summation. Solving this, we get x power 4 minus 10x cube plus 36x square minus 30x plus 70. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to take this term as f of x. So we have seen the long division method in the lower classes. Now we are going to divide this. X power 6 minus 13x power 5 plus 62x power 4 minus 126x cube, and then plus 65x square plus 127x minus 140. We are going to divide this with this term, that is x power 4 minus 10x cube plus 36x square minus 30x plus 70. So we are going to consider the first term. Here it is x power 4, here it is x power 6. So idoda x square multiply பண்ணும்போது we get this term. Therefore here it becomes x square. We are going to multiply x square with these all terms. What the answer? X power 6 minus 10x cube into x square is minus 10 x power 5 plus 36x square into x square is plus 36x power 4 minus 30x into x square is minus 30x cube plus 70 into x square is plus 70 into x square. So now we are going to change this. Here it becomes minus, here it is plus, here it is minus, here it is plus, and here it is minus. See, this term gets cancelled. Minus 13x square, here it is plus 13x, sorry, x power 5, here it is x power 5. So x power 5 as it is. So the solve பண்ணும்போது what we get is minus 3x power 5. On solving this, 62, 36, what we get? So 26. So So plus 26x power 4. So on solving this, 126 la 30 pona, what's the answer? 96. Therefore plus 96x cube, so 65 minus 70. Therefore minus 5x square, this term gets down, that is plus 127x minus 140. Okay, now see this term, here it is x power 4, here it is x power 5. We can solve this. See the first term alone. So idoda enna multiply pannuvom, we get this answer. We have to multiply minus 3 into x. Okay, so minus 3 into x in the term full multiply pannum. So minus 3 into x power 4 is minus 3 into x power 5. Minus 3x, here minus into minus becomes plus. 10 into 3 is 30. X into x cube is x power 4. So minus into plus minus 36 into 3 is 6 3s are 18, balance 1 3 3s are 108. 108 x cube. Okay, so minus into minus plus 3 into 30 is 90. Okay, 90, x into x is x square minus 3x, means here it is 7, 7 3 is 21. That is minus into plus is minus, that is 70 into 3 is 210x. Okay, so we are going to change the symbol again. Here it is plus, here it is minus, here it is plus, here it is minus, and here it is plus. See, this term get cancelled. So on solving this, minus see here we have x power 4, here we have minus x power minus 4 x power 4. So on multiplying this with minus 4, we get some term and the remaining term we get. So this is the term we want. Okay, this is the term we want. Now what we are going to do there is, so this is the one factor, that is x square minus 3x minus 4. So we have to factorize this, minus 4, 4 1 is 4, there should be minus. So therefore the value is x minus 4 into x plus 1, this is the another factor. Therefore the two roots are 4 comma minus 1. We already know the 4 roots. On combining this, we are totally have 6 roots. So the next subdivision, we are going to move on to the next subdivision. What they have given is, that is 3.7.2. Polynomials with even degree, even powers only, with even powers only. Okay, suppose a polynomial is of this type, x square plus 1 equal to 0. What we can do is, we can substitute y is equal to x square. Instead of x square, we can take y. Therefore this becomes y square plus y plus 1 equal to. Then we can easily solve this quadratic equation and we can find the roots. So like this type of questions only they have given here. Example 3.16. Solve the equation x power 4 minus 9x square plus 20 equal to 0. See the powers of the variables, here it is e1, here it is e1. Therefore we can take x square is equal to y. What's the answer? What's the equation we get on substituting this? Y square minus 9y plus 20 equal to 0. Okay, now okay, we can factorize this. See, 20, 5 4s are 20. The thing we should get here is minus 9. Therefore minus into minus, it is plus 20. Therefore the answer is y minus 5 into y minus 4 equal to 0. That is y is equal to 5 and 4. See, we have substituted x square for y. Therefore, x square is equal to 5, x square equal to 4. So, value of x is equal to plus or minus root 5, and value of here x is equal to plus or minus root. So, we have 4 roots, that is plus 2 minus 2 plus root 5 and minus root 5. These are the 4 roots. We have solved this equation which has only the even powers. So, next we are moving on to the next subdivision 3.7.3, that is zero sum of all coefficients. Let us see an example, then you can understand it well. See example 3.17, solve the equation x cube minus 3 x square minus 33x plus 35 equal to 0. See, take the coefficients alone. 35 minus 33 is plus 2, minus 3 is minus 1 alone. Minus 1 into plus 1, we get 0. Then we add all the coefficients. When we get 0, then we can take 1 as one of its roots. Okay, this is the form of this type of equation. Then we can take 1 as one of its roots. If we take 1 as a root, then x minus 1 is a factor. So, we are going to take the long division method. X minus 1, x cube minus 3 x square minus 33x plus 35. See, they consider the first term. Here it is x, here it is x square. Therefore, x cube minus x square. When we change the symbol, this term gets cancelled. 3 minus 3x square plus x square is minus 2x square minus 33x plus 35. Okay, consider this term. Here it is x, here it is minus 2x square. Therefore, we are going to multiply this with minus 2x. When we get minus 2x square, minus into minus is plus 2x. Then change the symbol here too. This term gets cancelled. Minus 33x minus 2 is minus 35x, and this term comes to plus 35. Okay, here it is the x and here it is minus 35x. We are going to multiply this with minus 35. Therefore, minus 35x, so minus into minus plus 35. Then we are going to change the symbol. After changing symbol, we get the remainder 0. Therefore, the factor we have got is x square minus 2x plus 35. We are going to factorize this 35. That is 7 into 5 is 35. Sorry, minus 35. Okay. Here it is minus 35. 7 into 5 is 35. We have to get minus minus symbol. So, on adding this, we get this. Therefore, x plus 7 and x minus 5 is other factor. Therefore, the roots are minus 7 and 5. Already we know the 1 is already its root. So, the given it is a cubic equation. Therefore, we got 3 roots, minus 7, 5 and 1. Okay. Hope it's very easy. We have to keep on mind that we have to see the equation. But the coefficients ellame 0 add panna 0 va irka, then we have to take 1 as its roots. We have to keep that in mind. Okay. Then it is next is 3.7.4. What is the equal sums? Equal sums of coefficients of odd and even powers. Okay. See here, all coefficients add பண்ணும்போது 0 வந்தா we are taking 1 as its root. ஒரு value வரும். Even powers ஓட coefficient add பண்ணும்போது ஒரு value வருது. அதெல்லாத்தையும் நம்ம இந்த சைடும் 3 வருது, இந்த சைடும் 3 வருது. This is the sum of the coefficients of the odd powers. If this is the sum of the coefficients of the even powers. If these two are the same, we can take minus 1 as its roots. Here we took 1 as a root. Here we are going to take minus 1 as a root. See, let us see some one example, then you can find it easily. 3.18, solve the equation 2x cube plus 11x square minus 9x minus 18 equal to 0. See here, on adding this 2 we get minus 7, on adding this 2 we get minus 7. Therefore, the coefficients of the sum of the odd powers is minus 7, the coefficients of the sum of the even powers is also minus 7. Since these two are equal, we can take minus 1 as its roots. Minus 1 root now, the factor will be x plus 1. Then we can take the long division method, 3x cube plus 11 x square minus 9x minus 18. Here it is x plus 1. So we have to consider this term. We are going to multiply this with 2x square. 2x square, therefore 2x cube plus 2x square. On changing the symbols, so 11x square minus 2 is 9x square minus 9x minus 18. See this term. So we are going to multiply this with plus 9x, right? Plus 9x. On multiplying 9x square plus 9x. On changing the symbol, we get this term gets cancelled. Here it is minus 18x, here it is minus 18. Okay, now we are going to multiply this with minus 18 alone. Minus 18 multiply minus 18 into x, minus into plus minus 18. On changing the symbols, we get the remainder 0. Therefore, the factor we have got is here is 2x square plus 9x minus 18. Okay. So, on factorizing this, the term we get as x plus 6 and x minus 3 divided by, that is 2x minus 3. Therefore, the roots are minus 6 and plus 3 divided by 2. From the top itself we have no minus 1. These three are the roots of this given equation. See, you try this or by factoring this, you have to try this. Okay. Now, let us move on to the next subdivision. 3.7.5, the last subdivision. Okay, see here we have seen the progressions, right, in the lower classes. We have seen the topic progression, that is AP, GP, arithmetic progressions, geometric progression, harmonic progression, etc. we have seen in the lower classes. If the roots of the given equation are in sum of the progression, what we are going to do? See the example, then you can find understand it clearly. That is example 3.9. What they are given is obtain the condition of the equation. Given equation is x cube plus px square plus qx plus r equal to 0. Since the roots of this equation are in AP, we have to find the condition. Since it is of cubic equation, we have 3 roots. Okay, roots எதில இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிருக்காங்க, arithmetic progression இருக்கு. arithmetic progression ஓட common term என்ன நமக்கு தெரியும், alpha minus b, alpha and alpha plus b. Let us take these as the 3 roots. Okay, so from this Vieta's formula we have seen in the last classes, right? Vieta's formula sum of the roots is alpha minus b plus alpha plus b. What we get is equal to minus b. Therefore, 3 alpha is equal to minus b, alpha is equal to minus b divided by 3. Okay, we know alpha is sum of the roots. We are going to find the condition, right? So we are going to substitute this alpha in this term. That is alpha's value is minus p divided by 3. Minus p divided by 3 the whole cube. We are going to substitute in this equation plus minus p divided by 3 whole square into p plus q into minus p divided by 3 plus r equal to 0. So it becomes minus p cube divided by 27. So plus p cube divided by 9. So here it becomes minus p cube divided by 3 plus r equal to 0. We are going to take the LCM 27. So here it becomes minus p cube as it is. See here it is 9. We are going to multiply this with 3 plus 3 p cube. Here it is 3 around. We are going to multiply this with 9 minus 9 p cube plus 27 into r equal to 0. See the term we get is minus p cube plus 3 p square minus 9 p cube plus 27 r equal to 0. We are going to take this terms that side. So what's the answer? We get is 9p cube. See here it is 3p square, so this will be p cube. Okay, 3p cube minus p cube, that is 2p cube alone, that is 2p cube alone. See, we are going to take this term alone, that side, minus 9p alone, that side means we get plus 9p cube. Therefore 9p cube is equal to 2p cube plus 27r. This is the required condition. See, next example, what they have given is 3.20. What they have given is find the condition. Again, they have asked us to find the condition of the equation ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0. Since the roots are in the GP, that is geometric progression. Now, see, since the roots of this equation are in AP, we take the roots as alpha minus d, alpha and alpha plus d. Since these are in the GP, the common form is alpha divided by lambda, alpha, alpha, lambda. Okay, we are going to take as it like this. So, as the same from Vieta's formula, when we add this, so this term we are going to do, I am going to give a hint. See, on adding this, what we get is minus b divided by a. Then summation 2 is equal to, summation 2 we don't need, we take it as summation 3, that is product of the roots. Product of the roots is alpha cube lambda divided by lambda. The lambda and lambda gets cancelled, therefore alpha cube will be equal to minus b divided by a. Okay, from this alone we can take summation 2. See, summation 2 is alpha divided by lambda into alpha is alpha square divided by lambda plus alpha square lambda plus alpha square. This can be written as alpha, we take outside, alpha divided by lambda plus alpha lambda, which is equal to c divided by a. For clarification, we are taking this. Okay, since summation 3 we know already, we have multiplication of this is alpha cube, which is equal to minus d divided by a. See, from these, now take this 2 alone. Consider this as first equation, consider this as second equation, and consider this as third equation. Okay, see, from this 2 we can take the alpha's value. How we can take? See, on dividing second equation by first equation, we get, see, alpha into this term divided by this term and this term gets cancelled. One from the right, next to this side is c divided by a into a divided by minus b. Therefore, the value we get is c divided by minus c. Since the alpha's value is c divided by minus c, we can substitute in third equation, that is c cube divided by b cube. Minus becomes as it is, because minus power cube is minus, which is equal to minus d divided by a. Minus and minus get cancelled, therefore a c cube is equal to d b cube. This is the required condition of this equation. Okay, hope you have understand that this will be very simple. We are going to use the Vieta's formula and we find the sum of the roots, summation 1, summation 2 and the product of the roots, and we are going to just substitute, then we can get the answer. Okay, we can get the condition. See, next it is the example 3.21. They are given that find if the roots of the equation x cube plus px square plus qx plus r equal to 0 are in HP, that is harmonic progression. We have to prove that 9pqr is equal to 27r cube plus 2p. They are given the condition that we are going to prove. Since the roots of this are in harmonic progression, we know that when we reciprocal this, we have this equation in the arithmetic progression. So instead of x in this equation, we are going to write 1 by x. Okay. That's it. On solving this, we will get the equation. Okay. Then, as we saw in the before example 3.19, what we have said, we took 3 roots, that is alpha minus d, alpha and alpha plus d, right? From that we are going to find summation 1, summation 2 and summation 3, and we can find the condition, we can prove this condition. This will be the assignment for you. Here I have given some hint itself. What we are going to do, we are going to change this harmonic progression to arithmetic progression, then we can find it easily. Okay, then the next example, this will all be also be a homework for you. Example 3.22. So this is also same as the 3.19 example. It is they have given an equation x cube minus 6x square minus 4x plus 24 equal to 0 if the roots are in AP. We have to find the roots. Okay, so since it is in AP, what we are going to take, we are going to take the roots is alpha minus t, alpha and alpha plus t. Therefore summation 1 is equal, on adding this we get 3 alpha is equal to 6 around. Since therefore alpha's value will be equal to 2. When we add this, sorry, multiply this, alpha minus d into alpha plus d will get equal to minus 24. We are going to solve this. From this we will get the value of d. Then we are going to substitute alphas and d value in these terms in these 3 roots. Then we get the 3 roots. This will also be the assignment for you. So I have given 2 assignments, 3.21 and 3.22 as assignment. For in the next class, let us see the exercise. Hope you have understood all these sums. It will be very easy. This we have to see the equation, and we have to keep on mind the types of equation, then we can solve it easily. Hope you have understood well. Thank you.